Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
Stephen Curry is the best thing that ever happened to the Golden State Warriors. Drafted as the 7th overall pick in the 2009 NBA draft, and entering the league as a 6'3" guard weighing 181 pounds, not much was expected from the rookie. Even his former coach Mark Jackson wrote, "Too short, too slow, with luck maybe a career in Turkey." But now, Curry is a 7-time All-Star, multiple All-NBA selection, 2 regular season MVPs, a 3-time NBA champ, plus he is the greatest shooter of all time. And this is the story of Stephen Curry's rise to stardom. In his first ever game, Steph was a starter at the guard position. Curry didn't have a jaw-dropping performance in his NBA debut. He didn't make any 3-pointers and only attempted once, but you can already see the confidence he has while going up against the big boys. While he started out okay in his first few games, Curry is slowly building up his confidence. The young rookie can dribble the ball, pass to his teammates, drive and finishes in the basket, and can create his own shot. Steph continued his rookie season, scoring his first 30-point game in the January 23rd against the New Jersey Nets with 32 points, and notching his first ever triple-double against the Los Angeles Clippers. Steph had multiple 30-point games throughout his rookie campaign, and finishes the last game of the season with a career high of 42 points against the Blazers. Talk about a cold-blooded assassin that gives you a smile at every bucket, thus capturing the heart of many Warriors fans. Curry was also runner-up for Rookie of the Year behind Tyreke Evans, and finishing the season with an average of 17.5 points, 5.9 assists, and 4.5 rebounds. In the next year, Curry had another solid season. We can now see Curry's developments in his shots, and by that I mean his quick release. Curry continued to wow the fans with his spectacular plays, but on December 8 of 2010, Curry injured his right ankle. He was also selected to participate in the Skills Challenge and won. In the 2011-2012 lockout shortened season, Curry only played 26 games. The Warriors point guard suffered injuries throughout the season. Ankle injury was the problem for the rising star. Before the start of 2012 and 2013 season, Golden State offered Curry a contract extension worth $44 million. Curry got his bag. It was a risky move for the Warriors because of Curry's injuries. Both the fans and media were skeptical about the move by the organization, but they were ready to take on the risk. This season, Montelis was traded to the Bucks, leaving Curry as the #1 scoring option in the team. The Dubs got 2 little shooters from deep in Curry and Thompson, thus the splash battle was born. Curry surpassed Ray Allen's 269 3-pointers made in a single season by making 272 threes. Curry also scored a career-high 54 points against the Knicks in the Garden, and it was an NBA record being the first ever player to score 50-plus points while hitting 10 or more threes in a game. Steph set a franchise record of 11 3-pointers made in a game by a Warrior, and on this season, Curry averaged 22.9 points, 4 rebounds, and 6.9 assists. The Dub finished the season as a 6th seed in the West, giving Steph his first taste of the playoffs. The Warriors face off the Denver Nuggets in the first round. With Curry as the newfound leader of the Dubs, he took charge of the team and averaged 24.3 points, finishing the Nuggets in 6 games to advance to the next round, to face off against Tim Duncan's mighty Spurs. In Game 1 against the Spurs, Curry had a slow start, but in the third quarter, Curry was a one-man offense. Buckets after buckets, Curry scored 22 points in the third alone. He carried his team into 2 overtimes and made clutch plays, and ended up scoring 44 points in a loss against the Spurs in Game 1. Curry put up a good fight against the Spurs, averaging 24.3 points in the series, but was no match against the more experienced team and was sent home after pushing the Spurs into Game 6. Maybe the end for Curry this season, but it was the beginning of Curry's rise in the league. In the 2013 and 2014 season, Curry played all 78 games and was able to average a career high of 24 points, 8.5 assists, and 4.3 rebounds. And he was starting to look finally healthy after those injuries, proving that the risky contract was not risky at all. And Curry continued to evolve as the best shooter in the league. Curry led the league in 3-pointers made again this season, making him the first ever since Ray Allen back in 2002 and 2003. Curry also appeared in his very first All-Star game, and earning his very first NBA selection being part of the All-NBA second team, and surpassing Jason Richardson as the franchise leader in threes. The Warriors were set for another playoff run after finishing 6th seed in the West once again, and their first round matchup will be the Los Angeles Clippers. Steph averaged 23 points per game. In a tight, grueling 7-game series with the Clips, Game 7, Curry scored 33 points, but it was not enough as the Warriors fall to the Clippers. During the 2014 and 15 season, the Warriors fired coach Mark Jackson and replacing him with Steve Kerr. Kerr gave Curry the freedom to shoot the ball however he pleased. This time, Curry was no longer the pick-and-roll point guard Mark Jackson designed him to be, but instead a lot of off-ball movement and screenplay was designed for the star. Curry led up votes for the All-Star game. He also participated in the three-point shooting contest and won the trophy. Curry also broke again his own three-point record made in a single season for 3 straight years. Curry averaged 23.8 points, 7.7 assists, 4.3 rebounds, and 2 steals on the season, helping the Warriors bagging the first seed in the league with a record of 67 and 15. Curry also won his first ever MVP in his career, solidifying Curry as a true superstar in this league. In the first round in the playoffs, the Warriors swept the Pelicans to advance to the second round. Curry showed us an amazing performance in Game 3, scoring 40 points with a game-tying shot to force the game into overtime. The matchup against the Memphis Grizzlies gave the Warriors a scare in the second round. The Dubs were able to come back and won the next 3 games. In Curry's first conference finals against Harden and the Rockets, Curry put up an amazing performance throughout the Western Conference, averaging 31.2 points and moving on to the finals. The Warriors faced off against the Cavs in the finals. The first 2 games were so tight, being the first time in the NBA history to go both into overtime. Curry's magical playoff run was carried up into the finals, as Curry was catastrophic. Beautiful and memorable shots to seal the deal in Game 5. The Warriors won the championship in Game 6 with Iguodala as the finals MVP, and Curry earning his first ever ring. The defending champs Warriors came in strong to start the season, going for a historic 24-0 run, and it was led by none other than the back-to-back and first ever unanimous MVP. You can say that this is on the conversation as one of the most successful regular seasons by an individual player. Not only he won the MVP, Steph became the only 7th player to join the great 50-40-90 club. League leader in score of 30.1 points, 127 straight games with 3-pointers, surpassing Kyle Korver, becoming an all-star, first all-NBA team, 4th straight leader in 3-pointers made, the only player to make 400 plus 3-pointers in a single season, and led the team to a legendary 7-3-9 record. And who can forget about the legendary matchup between the Warriors and the Oklahoma City Thunder, where Curry buried a long game-winning shot, which maybe it was the catalyst for the new 3-point era. It was almost perfect for Curry, until he suffered an injury during the first round matchup against the Rockets, which made him miss a few games before returning for the second round, which then again made another historic moment against the Blazers in Game 4, scoring 40 points in his return, and 17 of those were in overtime, most by an NBA player in overtime. After another matchup with the Thunder going down 3-1, the Warriors managed to get back up and overcome the Thunder. A back-to-back matchup with LeBron and the Cavs, the Warriors took care of the Cavs in Game 1 and 2, and taking care of Game 4, where the Warriors take a commanding 3-1 lead. But then after the Game 4, the Cavs turned into a different beast, defeating the greatest regular season team in 3 straight games. And it seems like Curry's magic ran out in Game 7, thus blowing a 3-1 lead. The Warriors have signed Kevin Durant, which formed the most talented team that we have ever seen. Throughout this redemption season, Curry immediately developed chemistry with KD on the floor. Curry's role has been cut due to the fact that he have to share the ball with KD, but still, Curry was able to average 25.3 points. Curry was ready to give up his spot for KD. He knew that it would be the best for the team. Even after sharing the floor with KD, the league could not stop the domination of Curry. But sadly, his 157 straight games with 3-pointer was snapped after a loss to the Lakers going 0-10 from deep. But the 3 days after missing all those shots, Curry exploded and set another eye-popping NBA record against the Pelicans, hitting 13 threes most of the time. In this season, Curry also passed Chauncey Billups as a 10th place in the all-time 3-pointer made list and became the franchise leader in postseason points, passing Rick Barry. The Warriors swept every team from the first round up to the Western Conference Finals. Curry averaged 28.1 points, 6.7 assists, and 6.2 rebounds. The Warriors faced off with the Cavs again in the NBA Finals. Curry played the first game with vengeance, torching the Cavs, and finishing Game 2 with a triple-double. And after the Warriors were up 3-1 again, the Dubs made sure to close it all out in Game 5, with Curry scoring 34 points. The road to redemption was complete, and KD was named Finals MVP and Curry got his second ring. The Warriors looks unstoppable after winning the championship. This team looks like there's no end to its domination. The Warriors offer Steph Curry an extension worth $201 million, the first ever player to sign a max contract. Steph never slowed down, scoring at will from behind the arc, but injuries had a comeback after missing 11 games. Curry spring back into the season to wreak havoc, scoring 45 points in just 3 quarters in a win over the LA Clippers. And get this, Curry had multiple games with 40 points, while sharing the floor with KD. Curry averaged 26.4 points, 6.1 assists, 5.1 rebounds. He also surpassed Jason Kidd at this time for 6th place in all-time 3-pointers made. And this is his 6th consecutive year with at least 200 threes, the only player to ever have that record. In March 23, Curry suffered a grade 2 MCL sprain on his left knee and missed almost 6 weeks. Curry returned for the Warriors in Game 2 and the second round. Then the Warriors blew past the competition, and they set to face off LeBron and the Cavs once again. Curry set a finals record of hitting 9 threes in a finals game. Curry averaged 27.5 points, 6.8 assists, and 6 rebounds throughout the finals, but still did not manage to win the finals MVP as his teammate KD bags it. A lot of people believe Steph deserves the award, but nonetheless, the Warriors completed the back-to-back chip and Curry got his 3rd ring. Going to the league with one thing in mind. 3P. Steph continued to revolutionize the game. Curry can create his own shot, step backs, transition pull-up, catch and shoot, deep trace, and also a great finisher around the rim. His dribbling skills and off-ball movement can put opposing teams' defense into jeopardy, making his defenders look dumb. On this season, Curry moved up once again to the top 3 of all-time 3-point list. After eclipsing Jason Kidd's record, and only behind Reggie Miller and Ray Allen, Curry got a lot of time to surpass those two. The Warriors once again entered the playoffs as the number 1 seed in the West, playing against the Clippers in the first round, and then going up against the Rockets in the second. Curry's offensive performance against the Blazers was catastrophic, sweeping the Blazers and scoring 35 points plus in all of those 4 games, averaging a ridiculous 36.5 points, 7.3 assists, and 8.3 rebounds. Curry once again carried the team to the finals to face off the Toronto Raptors this time with their new superstar Kawhi. The Warriors lost the first game despite Curry scoring 34 points. Steph scored a career high in the finals 47 points in Game 3, but lost to the Raptors. After Curry's teammate KD suffered an ACL injury in Game 5, Thompson going down in Game 6, Curry tried to elevate the Warriors, but was no match to the Kawhi-led Raptors, eventually losing in the finals. After KD departed from the Warriors, a lot of people, even the media, predicted Curry would go on once again into the season as the MVP favorite. After Thompson was out, Curry's offensive load was even more greater. But then after the game against the Suns on October 30, going in 4 games into the season, Curry injured his left hand and requires a surgery to his broken second metacarpal. Curry returned for just 1 more game in the season against the Raptors in March 6. 2020-21 season, Curry is back. He started 63 games and averaged 32 points, 5.8 assists, and 5.5 rebounds, Steph's high scoring average in his career. Curry continued to make NBA records, passing Reggie Miller for the 2nd spot in the all-time list, passing Wilt as the all-time leading scorer in Warriors franchise history. Owen Curry just scored his new career high of 62 points against the Blazers. The Warriors then battled out in the playoff spot against the Los Angeles Lakers, but fell as LeBron James hit the winning 3-point shot. Today, Steph is still continuing to dominate the league in the present-day season, going into this season in his MVP form and Klay Thompson's imminent return in the Warriors. Good luck to the other teams, and looks like Steph Curry is not done yet. Thank you so much guys for watching our very first video here in YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. It really means a lot to us starting out here in YouTube, and we'll keep on improving and making good NBA content just for you guys. Thank you so much again. God bless.